remember, food can fix it. But now,
This is called the Standard American Diet, SAD.
Oh, okay.
Right? And SAD, because it's a Standard American Diet. That's the acronym. Classically, what we eat at a fast food joint, but you serve this yourself in many ways. You know, soda pop, burger, fries, all the worst fried foods. We take the things that could taste good and we fry them up. I don't want to focus on this, but I want to highlight what happens when you eat this, because this is an away game for your body. So please don the purple gloves. And thank you for color coordinating, by the way.
Yes,
it's very kind of you to do that.
Oh.
So I'm going to show you something called...
What are you going to gross us out with now?
The Omentum.
Here we go.
Sounds like momentum.
No, I know.
Okay. Now, normally...
I find this fascinating. Like when you do these demos. Oh, God. What is that?
This is a normal omentum. I'm just going to point out that it's translucent. You can sort of see through it, right?
Yeah.
And it actually is there to protect you. It lies in your belly, in front of your intestines. In the old days, if someone were to stab you in the belly, this would close the hole. That's what it's for. But it's also important because it can store fat.
I was going to say, is it a muscle or is it fat or what is it?
It's like pantyhose around your gut.
Okay.
It is the ultimate device. It's right, there's a girdle in there. But it's supposed to be thin like this. Your waist trainer, right. Now, when you put on a little weight, because you're eating this kind of food, you get this.
Oh, okay. So this is healthy?
This is healthy.
And this is full of what?
When the pantyhose has too much fat in it, it holds the fat. It becomes one big fat-building organ. Look how big that is.
Oh, God.
Compared to this. Right? There's a big difference there.
Oh, what?
And when you see someone with a big belly walking around, this is what I'm worried about. Now, here's the challenge.
Okay.
This fat, because it's not supposed to be there, becomes alive. It becomes a real organ in your body. And it sends messages that poisons your liver, messing up your cholesterol. It mucks with your blood pressure. And it also hurts your sugar, your blood sugar levels, causing diabetes.
All from eating a lot of stuff like the junk.
Yes. It's all reversible, but I want you to once and for all, in your mind, understand what this is about. So you can take off your purple gloves.
Okay.
We're going to go to a little different demonstration. I'm rolling it all out for you today.
Okay.
I built you a blood vessel.
Okay.
This is an artery that can be carrying blood to your heart, to your brain, to your sexual organs, to your skin. Okay. The organs are all sustained because they have beautiful vessels. And when blood courses down this beautiful, feel that, how thin, delicate that is? Right? You like that, right?
Lovely.
Right. You put blood through there, and without any problems, the blood pours into your body, and everyone's happy.
But then what happens, Dr. Oz?
A little sugar.
Okay, where's the sugar coming from? The food that we eat?
That food builds up fat in here,
okay,
which prevents the body from regulating its sugar. So regular old sugar looks like this, right? Not a problem, right? Not so. I especially speak, if I can, the African-American community, because everyone's sort of kidding around calling it a little sugar.
Right.
That's not what it looks like in your body. When you put this in your mouth, it looks like this when it goes into your body. Broken glass shard. And that glass shard starts to rip off the inside of your arteries.
Dr. Oz!
Yes, it does that. Like a mass murderer, right? Now, that's what diabetes does.
Okay.
That little sugar. And when your body has to repair a hole, it's got to use plaster. What's the body's plaster?
I don't know.
Called cholesterol. It's called cholesterol.
Oh, no. Okay. So what's that? Peanut butter? Is that good mustard? Are we wasting food?
You're not wasting food. Okay. This is plaster, actually, but in the body, it's called cholesterol, and it mucks it up like this.
Gotcha.
And when it goops up the insides of your arteries, that's called hardening of the arteries. So now...
the sugar is possibly the impetus for cholesterol.
The sugar makes it so that your arteries are damaged, so you need the cholesterol. So the blood no longer can go down. See, it's stuck. It can't go where it needs to go.
So now you have diabetes and high cholesterol.
And then heart disease.
And then, okay.
Because most diabetics get heart disease. That's what they die from.
All because you want to eat that for lunch.
Right. So instead, let's fix it. Let's fix it. Ancient humans always knew this. As you probably know, the book is the New York Times bestseller. Why? Because we finally wrapped the science around why food matters. And this is critical to understand. When you walk into a grocery store, you're walking into a pharmacy. That is the power of these foods. So I want you to understand once and for all, it's not just the nutrients, it's the entire experience of how food affects your body. So, I got a little acronym. FIXES. Okay. FIXES. F. Fats with benefits.
Okay.
What does that mean? You know, people think they eat fat, they'll get fat. They'll get that momentum that you just held up a few seconds ago.
Right. Right. That's what we think.
It's not true.
Okay.
it turns out that the right kinds of fats help your body in many ways. Your brain is mostly fat. We're all fatheads. You can tell that to the people in your life.
Yeah.
And we're fatheads because we need fat to make our brain cells work well. If you eat beautiful, flexible fats, the omega-3 fats, the fish oils,
The
avocado, the nut
nuts.
oils, olive oils,
Yep.
the fats are flexible. Your brain can react to stresses. You can deal with and cope with issues. If you eat rigid fats, like the fats that are found in animal meats or fried foods, right, that's a problem because now your brain cells can't react. You get depressed more often. You have problems with cognition.
It's the good fats, you guys.
So you need fats with benefits.
What's this?
Ideal proteins. The iron fixes is ideal proteins because you can eat protein.
What's that?
Tofu.
This too?
Yep, they're both tofu. They're different kinds.
Oh.
Fish is great. You can even have meat if it's lean. I love eggs, but the beans are probably the best way to go. Tofu being a good example.
Beans.
X is for extra vegetables.
Okay.
And, again, things like broccoli.
Grapefruit. I'm on the right path.
Yes, she's on it. So grapefruit actually works great early in the morning, especially turns on your gastric juices.
Right?
Yes. Leafy greens, vitamin C, there's fiber in these as well. Don't forget, you can have carbohydrates, but they need to be energizing.
Sweet potato. Ugh.
You don't like that?
No.
You're kidding me.
No. I
Why
like a white potato, sorry, and I know that they're not as good for you.
Actually, white potatoes are fine. It's the frying of them that makes them a problem.
No, I don't fry them.
Okay. Again, carbohydrates are in beans. Whole grain bread works as well. You want carbohydrates that have real nutrients. Can I give you the secret here? Because the book talks about energy and it talks about obesity and it talks about getting rid of arthritis and pains and cognition.
Candy.
But this, yeah. And its very core, there she goes. I knew you'd do that. At its very core, you could have special occasion sugars and sweets.
A fig Newton?
Because there's nothing healthier.
With a fig Newton?
Get that right
I'm just saying.
There's nothing healthier than laughing at a meal. But the best food, and this is the present to you, because I know we talk about our Jersey roots. This is honey from my backyard.
Thank you. Oh.
And I'm telling you why I'm giving it to you. It's symbolic, but it's also because I want to share my sweet love
Are you
for you.
a bee?
I'm not a bee.
Keeper?
Yes, I am a beekeeper. I have bees, many of them. And here's the thing about honey. It is the most ancient healing tool humans had. We used to put this in wounds. We still do. She likes it. If you get a cut, you can put honey in the cut. It'll kill the bacteria, but not your own cells. Use this in teas. And the enzymes are alive in honey. So if you eat calories with nutrients, you're okay. But if you eat calories without nutrients, the brain says that's not enough. That's why wine actually has nutrients. Some calories, but it's got nutrients in it that will make you live longer. God bless you.
Cheers to you, Dr. Oz. The knowledge continues.